Hello, chess aficionados. This has just happened in the AICUP in between Russian Nepomniatchi and Magnus Carlsen. If you remember, they were both contending for the World Championship, and Magnus won. And then Magnus did not want to contend for the World Championship, and it was against Ding, and Ding had won. By the way, where is Ding? We have not seen him anywhere. Why is he? What happened to him? He is supposedly the now world reigning champion, but anyway. So here is a climatic moment where we will see the 50-minute rule. I mean, Russian Nepomniatchi is like, look at the evaluation bar. Look how important it is to know the end game technique, because let's get this rolling and see how it all ended.
Yeah. Have you ever had this ending? I have, and I've struggled to win actually once in the World Junior Championship when I was quite young. My opponent defended really well, and it took me about 35-40 moves to win the Black Rook, so just in time. But I think every time I've had this on the defending side, I've lost, including to HODLING A DRAW and a couple of other players. They tend to know their technique, especially if the king gets forced onto one of the sides of the board. Yeah, so making it as tricky as possible, but it's not going to be quite enough here.
But there were these moments in that endgame when Magnus had his chance and his opportunity to hold that, and maybe David, you will show us where he missed that. It was a tough hold, but a big fight. It does continue. Russian Nepomniatchi doing what felt impossible, making a comeback in his match with some scintillating play out of the opening. Rook takes e6, he made it all happen.
He's beaten Magnus in the opening and the middle game. He's on the brink now of beating him in the endgame too.
Gotta do it twice, David.
He's gone the long way round.
3 times.
100-move game almost now.
Your speciality, David.
I mean, my favourite, not everyone's favourite. I don't think Magnus is enjoying this. And
I prefer the more Mamajarov kind of games where he says he never gets into the ending. You know, how many moves are we on? Because obviously if it gets to 50 moves, then the game is declared a draw automatically. But
the last capture was on move 79. So Magnus needs to survive till move 129.
We've just reached the 30 move.
Okay.
79, you said?
79, so they've made
20 moves since.
20 moves, 30 moves to go before the 50-move rule and the draw kicks in. White needs to win the Black Rook or deliver checkmate. Don't push the White King forward.
Oh, dirty trick there. You got, and Nepo is just ready for all of these Magnus tricks. There was a stalemate idea.
Can we show that?
On the board.
Let's show this. You have to be really careful. If you advance too fast, too hastily, then Black can give away the Rook. Look at this, skewering the King and Queen, and taking would lead to stalemate. Ignore the bar. This would be a draw. Black's King can't move and isn't in check, so this would be a forced draw. So watch out for this theme to recur.
Now, King e6 Rook, and Rook d6 doesn't work because there's Queen d6 coming in with a check, so you can still go in with the King.
50-50 shot.
50-50.
You never know.
He's still struggling to find the right setup.
Yeah, he's running out of moves, isn't he now? Surely. So I think you have to play at some point, if I remember correctly, it's some weird zugzwang, a move with the Queen where you tie your opponent's Rook down. But no progress has been made here for quite some time now.
He's getting frustrated. He made a bit of a gesture there, Russian Nepomniatchi. Impressive defense from Magnus Carlsen to have survived. What is it now? 30 moves. In this hopeless endgame, and you're right, Simon, he's really running out of moves now. He's got to win within the next 20. And, okay, still hard for Black to defend. Where do you put the Rook without it being lost to a double attack? He's using the second rank defense here, just here it's the 7th from Black's side, but keeping his King and Rook as close to each other as possible. As soon as they're separated, it will be game over. And
whoa!
What?
Oh!
Whoa,
oh, unbelievable!
And maybe now you cannot take the Rook, that stalemate again. And maybe now Black can hold long enough to make the 50 move rule happen.
Wow, that was an unbelievable checking. The King gets off the back rank, and it forces this position, and you're going to get to 50. How does he do it? He's just a magician.
And they've reached the 40 move mark. Another 10 moves. If Magnus gets through, then it ends in a draw. Automatically, the game stops.
Yeah.
Wow, one of the world's best players, Russian Nepomniatchi, struggling to win this theoretically won endgame. He looks disgusted with himself.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he realizes it, that he's not going to be in time to convert this one anymore.
I think he needs to go back and look at the technique, as we all do. Very easy to forget it, but amazing stalemate trick there that Magnus pulled off.
Oh my gosh.
He really has 9 lives, Magnus Carlsen. How does he keep doing this? Hopeless situations. Many of us would have resigned.
And it's going to happen now. 2 more moves, and it just stops.
Okay.
50 move rule signals no progress, no captures, no pawn pushes, and it will be a draw. Magnus just needs not to blunder his rook on the next move.
What happened?
Okay, he's a bit worried, but he's made the draw. Unbelievable.
Does it? What is this drama, Magnus Carlsen? Wow, with a smile there. He also is in disbelief, and there, as you said, probably using up one of his 9 lives today, surviving that one. And for Jan Nepomniatchi, it is heartbreaking. What a fantastic game he played from the very beginning there, creating his chances. Again, so much to choose from, David, in this one.
Yeah, I just want to show a cool tactic where Magnus could have actually saved the game a bit earlier. Jan deserved the win. He dominated the opening, the middle game, but the end game is where Magnus always seems to work his magic. And it was here Black could have used some nice knight forks to save the game. He could have retreated, attacking this pawn. The reason he didn't do this was because White's queen could have given a check, but now the Black king can simply move, giving up this Black rook in the corner. Either you take this pawn next, or White would have to allow a nasty knight fork, and Black would save the game. In the end, we saw queen versus rook, and I think everyone who watches the show, including the panel, need to go and study that theoretical ending.
And there, Magnus Carlsen, after getting that 50 move rule in, he's probably not only started winning those king and queen versus king and rook endgame, but also has studied how to hold them. And we saw their appreciation by Jan Nepomniatchi. He applauds Magnus's effort. Great.